Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. Today I have a review for you. Okay, welcome back everyone. Welcome new subscribers. Thanks to all of you guys for coming around and watching and commenting and all that good stuff. I really appreciate that. Makes me really happy. So yeah, today I have a review for you, and I'm going to be reviewing The Shadows by Alex North. Alex North is the writer of The Whisper Man. I don't know if you've heard of that or if you've read it. I read it, I'm going to say a couple years ago, but maybe not that long ago. I'm not for sure. But actually, when I chose this book, it was my grandson, my 3-year-old grandson, who chose the book. Because I was in here one day wondering what I was going to read next. And he stepped over to the bookshelf and he just put his finger on the top row of the books, as you know, like right up through here. And he's just tipping this book back and forth. And it was The Shadows. And so I thought, it's October, let's read it. It looks like a good book. So I read the synopsis and decided that was going to be the last book for me to read in October. So I thank him for me reading that book. I thought that was awesome. So anyway, in this book, we're going to have 2 different timelines. We're going to have Paul, teenager Paul, and then we're going to have adult Paul, and those are going to be our 2 separate timelines that are going in the story, and then they just alternate through the book. To start this out, we've got Paul, who lives in a really small town. He's not one of those real popular kids. He and his other friend get bullied now and again, and one day that was happening, and this kid, Charlie Crabtree, jumps in and stops the bullying. And then after that, he's always around. And before you know it, Paul is hanging out with him, and he doesn't really consider him a friend. He's more like just an acquaintance, but he becomes more and more real in Paul's life. Like, I feel like Paul was thinking it was more of just like one of these one-time thing, okay, thanks, and he would see him a few times, but then it just was all the time. And the thing about Charlie is that he is not a nice guy. He's the kid that's very dark and sinister, kind of, and he's got a lot of secrets, and he just likes to share his dark side with other people. I don't want to tell you too much. So one of the big things with Charlie is that he is big on dreams, on lucid dreaming, keeping a dream log. He tells the boys to keep a dream log, and then you can do anything in your dreams. Which, if you're lucid dreaming, you do control the dream. I've had several lucid dreams myself. If you can realize you are dreaming in your dream, you're lucid dreaming. And you really can control it, as you're dreaming. And this was a big part of the story. And that's what I don't want to get into too deep, because I don't want to give stuff away. But the boys did start keeping dream logs, and the more that you write and rewrite, and the more you're going to remember each of your dreams. This is incubating your dreams. The more you do it, the easier it is to recognize your lucid dreams, to remember your lucid dreams, and to control them. So here they all are keeping logs and stuff on this. Of course, Paul kept his private. He didn't want other people reading it. And then it was came into play huge when something horrible happens and it's at the hands of Charlie. So this just traumatizes Paul. He can't get himself away from it. He feels like he could have been there to help prevent what happened, and he just couldn't deal with it. So once he was at college age, he ran off to college and did not return until years later. Now, in the book, you get little bits of what happened in different intervals in the book. You don't get it all like in your face right up front. You're just kind of like, what is going on? So then when Paul comes back home years later, he's an adult. He's got to come back because his mom has dementia, and he's got to kind of help her. But mom is being a little strange to Paul. She's saying some strange things, which is not uncommon with dementia. And the biggest worry for Paul is because they have full memory of days in the past. And she's bringing things up and mentioning things that's really kind of making Paul a little anxious. And then we move along and we meet Amanda Beck. And Amanda is a detective, and she is following up on a murder. She's investigating a murder, and somehow it comes full circle and connects with Paul and his hometown and what happened there years ago. And they come together and they're trying to figure everything out. And it is really, really good. I really enjoyed this book. I felt like the plot line was fantastic because you're thinking, wow, dreams, what is going to happen? I mean, we can't possibly harm other people or, hurt somebody else outside of our dreams while we're dreaming, if that makes sense. Those were the thoughts that were going on in my mind. I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. And the characters, I absolutely love Paul. He's very patient, but he is a little, standoffish because of things in his past and the way he's been traumatized. So he kind of plays at a safe distance. He's not like in your face kind of person, but I really, really enjoyed his character a lot. Charlie just really was annoying. I did not like him at all. But yeah, the characters, you get plenty of characters that you can hate and plenty of characters that you can love in this. And it was just a fantastic book. It's not a huge book. It's like 300 and some pages. Absolutely enjoyed everything about this book. I rated it 5 stars, I think. Pretty sure it was 5 stars. And yeah, I'm going to look for more by Alex North now. I've only read the 2 books, and now I want to read more by him. So anyway, if you guys have read The Shadows or even The Whisper Man, let me know down in the comments below, and we'll have a little chit chat over that. I'd like to know what your thoughts were on it. But I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.